In our digital world's relentless advance, the procrastination dilemma stands as the ubiquitous challenge. Here we tell the story of a steadfast software engineer armed with ingenuity yet ensnared in delay. Days bloomed with the promise of productivity shortly give way to procrastination's fiery distractions. But is there an arcane secret to fend off these snares? The answer may lie in monk mode, a haven of focused isolation where external chaos dulls and the mind forges its concentration anew. This journey traces the engineer's transformative quest, delving into monk mode's depths, a place where mountains of tasks become surmountable pebbles. As we venture forth, observe the awakening of an engineer's hidden potential, using monk mode to pivot the battle, a crusade to retake the hours from procrastination's echoes. Our engineer, on a relentless quest for efficiency, contemplates monk mode, a technique whispered to elevate focus. Dubious yet curious, he dives into its disciplined depths. Here, distractions dissolve before the might of razor-sharp attention, and skepticism morphs into belief. It's whispered as a pilgrimage to the pinnacle of productivity. Will these legendary tales of transformation command his chronic procrastination to retreat? Stand by as we chronicle an ordinary engineer's extraordinary transformation. Monk mode emerges as a potential lighthouse to navigate the fog of unproductivity. In the relentless forward march of time, our protagonist stands firm, affirming a vow of change, from chaos to the sanctity of monk mode. Dedication crystallizes in 2 unbroken hours of undivided attention each day, silencing the siren calls of distraction. This solitary fortress, where creativity thrives unnoticed by the digital world's intrusions, becomes ground zero for reclaiming time. Triumphs here are measured not by hours spent, but by the feats of once daunting tasks crumbling under resolve. As the engineer's journey to peak productivity forges ahead, let these victories be a catalyst, not a rest stop. Prepares now to learn of the Pomodoro, a technique promising to further reinforce our hero's dedication. The paradigm of our engineer's schedule has transformed. The scattered, procrastination-divided hours now harness the focused power of monk mode. Tasks that once sprawled across days now reach completion within hours. Fewer, but more potent, the dream of productive alchemy realized. Methodical 2-hour segments have dethroned erratic dashes to meet deadlines. As we revel in this significant success, we must recognize the nuanced balance achieved. The engineer's toils now offer outcomes and equilibrium. Anticipate, for the Pomodoro technique is up next, potentially a counterweight to the tech world's notorious burnout. Amidst the quest for peak productivity, our engineer uncovers the Pomodoro technique, interval work simplified. This method, wielded with discipline, sees complex problems tackled in 25-minute focused stints, separated by restorative pauses. Monk mode now dances with Pomodoro's rhythm, marrying concentration with breaks to stave off burnout. As we observe the profound synergy between these 2 approaches, let's stay tuned. We are set to discuss how our engineer utilizes these strategies to mitigate burnout risk, turning intense focus and repose into a sustainable cycle of hard yet smart work. In the monotonous cycle of code and maintenance lies the peril of burnout. The Pomodoro technique isn't just a push for productivity, it's a safeguard. It breaks the day into manageable sprints, critical to keeping our software engineers' creativity aflare. This smart integration with monk mode perpetuates momentum and deters the strain that comes with overexertion. The journey continues as we soon discover another piece of the productivity puzzle, eating the frog, which promises to align each day for further triumphs. Carving a pathway through the complexities of productivity, we've embraced monk mode and the Pomodoro technique. Now we introduce Eat the Frog, a strategy as simple as it is impactful. This early conquest of the most challenging task galvanizes our engineer's day, setting a victorious tone. Each subsequent task becomes lighter, tackled with ease. Beyond mere practice, it embeds courage into the daily work ethos. As this day calls for action, it's ripe for our engineer to embrace the challenge, starting strong with monk mode, Pomodoro, and the decisive strike of eating the frog. Envision a day steeped in an unwavering routine, monk mode, eating the frog, and Pomodoro, all choreographed for mastery over time. The engineer's morning is marked by an immediate engagement with the weightiest tasks, a satisfying prelude to the day. Immersed in monk mode, the engineer dedicates solid hours walled away from digital interferences. The midday Pomodoro sessions, symbolizing a balanced approach, stave off weariness. Even lunch serves as a mindful reset. As dusk settles in, triumph is charted on the day's slate. This disciplined path has been rewarding. Tonight, monk mode is disengaged, liberating the engineer to savor evening pursuits. Our journey today ends, but the strategies that once seemed alien are now essential threads in the engineer's reformed tapestry of life. We began with an engineer ensnared in the cycle of inefficiency. Now, as the final chapter closes, we celebrate an invigorated force of productivity. The strategic adoption of monk mode, Pomodoro, and Eat the Frog has reshaped the engineer's work-life balance, with deadlines met well ahead and meetings transmuted into concise, meaningful exchanges. Each evening is now an opportunity for enrichment beyond the screen. This narrative isn't solitary. The engineer's transformation is a beacon to those seeking efficiency's alchemy. Embrace these techniques to refine chaos into clarity and potential into reality. Now, cast your gaze inward to the untapped canvas of your potential. Reflect on the tranquility of monk mode, the rhythm of Pomodoro intervals, and the daily victory of eating the frog. You've seen that mastery of these tools yields a productive stronghold. Inspired by our engineer's journey, it's your time to prevail over procrastination. Let monk mode enrich your focus, Pomodoro pace your diligence, and eating the frog empower your dawn. Today, as you adopt these practices, step forward into a balanced life where the realization of goals is tangible. Seize your journey to mastery and carve a path for a luminously structured tomorrow.